Hey everybody, and welcome back to YOLO Foods. It's basically a channel where I would go around unscripted and try out different types of foods. Now, what's interesting is the other day, a coworker or a friend of mine basically came to my house and we had an exchange of foods. And I thought I had found a pretty spicy dish. He's Korean. And so I thought I had found a pretty spicy dish that I could share with them. And, you know, because they like spicy foods. So I bought something from Costco a while back. And it was this item. And so I cooked it for them and shared it. And when they tasted it, they said, "Oh, wow, this is pretty sweet. It's not spicy at all." And of course, little old me was sweating like crazy, going, "Oh my gosh, this is absolutely spicy." So they told me that they would get me another spicy product to test out. So, you know, a couple of days later, they went ahead and provided me with something, and I'm cooking it right now. And basically what they provided me is something called the angry ChapaGuri. They said it was pretty spicy, so I figured I'd do a YOLO Foods to see how spicy it is. So I think it's pretty much done cooking. What happens is they give you this pack, comes with egg noodles, and what appears to be a seasoning container. Smelling it doesn't smell spicy, so, you know, let's see how that goes. They also give you a little flake container, so it has like little vegetables in here and there. Again, doesn't seem spicy. This is the one that I think is going to be absolutely spicy. This is the oil. I guess it's the chili oil that goes with the dish, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a quick taste of the chili oil. Well, actually, before we do that, I want to show you two things that I had. For all of you out there, in case you don't think that I'm not liking or I'm not good with spicy foods, I'm gonna do a baseline, right? So you guys can compare it with this. This is a regular ramen that I eat regularly, right? So this, in my point of view, is spicy enough to eat. So I can eat a whole container with this. Gives me a little bit of sweaty, but not too bad. I can handle it, right? This product from Costco, the one that I showed you guys, I cooked one container of this and I was sweating like crazy and I could not finish a whole plate in one sitting, okay? Now, historically or previously, I've also tried this product right here, ChapaGuri, which from the smell of it, smells similar to this. This is not spicy at all. I could eat this all day long and be okay. So what's interesting to me is they said this is spicy and I couldn't eat it in one sit-in. So now you guys have the baseline, right? They said this is sweet. So now you guys have the baseline. This is, to me, spicy. To me, just right. Like I could eat a lot of this and be okay. And then so why don't we go ahead and first try the oil that came with the dish that they told me to try. So we'll just touch it a little bit with my tongue. No, not spicy at all. It doesn't burn the tongue, doesn't do anything. So I'm curious if it's one of those hidden spices, right? Like one of those things where it doesn't smell spicy and then you bite into it and then all of a sudden you just kind of like, you know, explode, spontaneously combust. So the tools today that we'll have is first a spoon and forks, you know, additionally, a bowl, and lots of paper towel because I'm gonna be sweating. Depending on how hot it is, I won't let you suffer. I won't let you see me suffer through the whole container. But One of the interesting things about it is that the container itself, I kind of tore the bottom, but you can see that there's little happy little panda faces in the rice cakes there. So I'm gonna see if I can find one and show it to you guys. But I've been cooking it a while ago, so you guys don't see me having to wait 5 minutes to cook it. And so we'll go ahead and turn it off. It's apparently a dry noodle, so this is what it kind of looks like after all the cooking. So I'm going to show you what the little panda rice cake thing looks like. I found one at the edge here. It got stuck to the side. Oop. There it is. There it is, this little guy, cute little guy. Ta-da! He is. Here you go. So here's a little cutie guy. Okay, so let's give this a trace. Okay, it's spicy, but in my point of view, about the same spice level as this. So, I mean, again, that was a small amount compared to the whole container. So let's see what happens when I try to start eating the whole thing. So let's go ahead and scoop out the noodles. So I'm gonna angle this a little bit down so you guys can see me pouring it out. By the way, this is one of my favorite purchases ever. This hot pot bowl thing, I got it from H Mart. You guys can look it up if you don't have an H Mart near you. Probably any international store has a hot pot, an electric hot pot. I use this all the time for ramen and whatnot. So it's very, in my point of view, it's easier than, you know, bringing a boil of water and then finding a container and, you know, all that stuff. Kind of do it all through here. And at the very end, what happens is when I'm done with eating the noodles and whatnot, I walk around like it's some sort of large coffee cup and I drink the soup like this. So I thought that'd be very interesting for you guys to know. All right, so here we go. Again, guys, that's what it looks like. It's supposed to be dry. Let's go ahead and give it a try. I know it's gonna be super hot, so not spicy, but temperature-wise, it's gonna be hot. So I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit. Okay, the first bite of an angry ChapaGuri. All right. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should get some water or something next to it, but whatever. Let's try it out now. Here we go. Mm. Okay. Definitely spicy. I will say, I'm getting the same reaction as I would feel when I'm eating the one from Costco. So, so again, to me, this kind of has the same kick as this, but the difference is, I will say that this has a more bitter taste, right? So I could see why they said this is sweeter. This definitely has a bitter taste, and it has a kick. I'm not gonna lie, it has a kick. So let's see. Let's take another lovely bite into this dish. Can you guys start to see the sheen of sweat coming to my forehead? So I have no idea where the spice comes from. I have no idea where the spice comes from.
The chili oil.
Because this oil that they had on here, I mean, I tasted it with my tongue. And to me, it's not spicy. And the other seasoning, that one was, it didn't smell spicy. But maybe, like I said, maybe it's one of those hidden spicy things, right? So I'm gonna just go ahead and lick the inside of it and see what it tastes like. Salty, not spicy. So is it the mixture of the two? I mean, I feel like it's definitely spicy. I don't know where the spice is coming from, to tell you the truth. It's spicy. Definitely a spicier version of this. So, I will say, I mean, this video is going on to 10 minutes. I will say, let me get some water. Thank you. I was provided with a little bit of milk. Lactate. I'm lactose intolerant. Okay, so like I said before, like I said, what I normally do at the end of the meal is I sip this like it's some sort of giant coffee cup. All right, so we know how spicy the noodles are. So let's see how spicy the leftover water is, right? Cheers to YOLO Foods. Let's see how this tastes and feels. Actually, that's pretty good. It's not as spicy as this, which is, again, confusing. So, is the spice in the noodles? Oh, wait. There it is. A bit of late reaction. And what's interesting is that it's because it's a late reaction and because I kind of just swallowed it, a lot of the burning is happening in the throat. So I'm going to drink a little bit more milk. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of this meal. The spice level is not too high. So I think I can finish this in one sit-in, not like the other one, but I do understand that the other one is spicy, but it has a little bit more sweet kick to it. Like, it's spicy to me, but it's got a little bit more sweetness. So maybe it's because it's more deceptive. Also, potentially, that one uses sticky rice rolls, right? So maybe just the fact that I'm chewing it longer in my mouth allows the heat to linger longer than expected. So if you take a look, there's like little rice rolls in there. So is that sticking into it too much? I don't know. But anyway, thank you for joining me in YOLO Foods. If you guys have any other suggestions of any foods that I should try, I'm kind of avoiding spicy, but if it's something you guys want to offer up, feel free. And I'll do another review for that. Again, you guys know my baseline for spicy. To me, this is a common ramen that I can easily eat in one sit-in without being too hard or drinking milk or anything like that. So, yeah. So please feel free, if you like what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe, share it with your friends, and leave a comment of what I should try next. I'm actually thinking about looking for some razor clams to try out. I see them on YouTube videos every so often, so maybe that's something I'll pursue later on. Thank you, and have a great one. YOLO. Take care, and goodbye.